think we just got a little rushed. I think some of the mix-ups we had on defense affected our energy on the offensive end. And I mean, credit to them. We know they're doing a lot of switching and trying to force us into one-on-one type situations, but that's no excuse to not get the ball moving. Trusting what we do best, and whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, or crunch time in the fourth, we gotta be us, and that's gonna be the adjustment for Game 5.
That is Stephen Curry after the Golden State Warriors lost Game 4, a game in which they were up by double digits, not only in the fourth quarter, but also when they exploded in the third quarter, and they were up at the most 12. They were not up 41 like we saw in Game 3, but still, Stephen Curry answering questions there in the post-game presser. That is Denise Jones. Hello, Denise.
Hi.
I am Rick Strom, and what we are going to discuss are not only the Golden State Warriors' failures in Game 4, how they looked like a JV team, but much more coming up on this edition of TYT Sports. Now, what I need all of you to do real quick is, if you have an iPhone like I do, I know that you do, go to the App Store, download the TYT Plus app, or go to tyt.com/app. It is absolutely positively 1,000,000% free. Kevin Durant also weighed in on what occurred yesterday, and here's what he had to say post-game. Take a look and we'll discuss.
I raced it down. I was trying to see if I had some options. I seen Clay running along the baseline, and I maybe should have waited till he set his feet, but I just threw a bounce pass and tried to relocate for it. But man, that's not the reason why we lost the game. I mean, I wish it could have been a better possession at the end, but we gotta live with that and move on and be better next game. But it's the whole game that we got to get better at, and especially in the fourth. I think going up 10, going into the fourth, it was a good opportunity for us to kind of take control, and we didn't. So I definitely wish I had that last play back. So I'm gonna watch film and see what my options were, and just hopefully if I'm in that position again, I'll be better.
All right, let me make this clear. It's not only the game. Right. And it's not only just the fourth quarter in which they were terrible, which I'll get into in a second. It was the fact that I've never seen the Golden State Warriors look like a junior varsity team.
No, this
ever.
is true.
And it happened to be in the most crucial time of the game, when they have a timeout to spare.
Yeah.
They don't take it. Their spacing is awful. I'm gonna show all of these in a moment. And I just could not believe my eyes with three brilliant offensive players. The spacing and shot that they settled for.
Yeah.
It was mind-boggling to me.
And I like how Kevin Durant was just like, Clay should have planted his feet better. Not to say that cost us a game, but it's just like, bro, there's no need to even bring that up. If it didn't cost you the game, I get like hold your teammates accountable, but talk that in the locker room. He didn't plant his feet, but there was way more mistakes than that. It wasn't that one play.
So let me get into some of those mistakes. Is that okay?
Please.
So the Warriors offense fell to pieces in the fourth quarter, according to Ben Golliver. Stunning 95-92 loss, 3 of 18, 0 of 6 on threes. Steph was 1 of 8, KD was 1 of 5. Here's what Stephen Curry's shot chart looks like. His one bucket came on the low block. Who would have thunk it? Klay Thompson's fourth quarter, he attempted 2 shots.
Yeah.
How does this happen? If I'm Golden State and I'm a fan of the Warriors, I'm thinking, what? How could this possibly happen? What exactly went wrong for us to put ourselves in this horrendous position? And thankfully, as an NBA fan, I'm like, right on.
Yeah.
I needed this. Kevin Durant in the fourth quarter as well, hit one near the left elbow. On top of that, the defending champions had won an NBA record 16 straight playoff games at home. They had won 39 of 40 games this season in which they led by 10 or more entering the fourth quarter. This was historic. So let's break down this last play very quickly. This was a miss on a free throw. It was a miss by Houston. Kevin Durant did not get the rebound. That was Draymond Green. So that was an outlet to Kevin Durant. And now they're running, okay? Now watch the spacing here on this next slide. Now, they could not have handcuffed themselves any better. Golden State is the kings of making the most difficult shots. Circle, this is where the ball is. But this is a tall task, and this is where I think Andre Iguodala, not to mention the entirety of the game, but also where he was missed here. because now you are loading up one side of the floor. So as we continue on, there's going to be limited ball movement. Klay Thompson is basically guarded by 3 defenders: James Harden, Trevor Ariza, and the baseline. After that, there's more dribbling and more dribbling. No one's really moving off the ball. 3 defenders already within range of where the ball was with Klay Thompson, takes a tough shot. Golden State ends up losing.
Terrible.
I don't really care about the last possession, by the way. Come back to I don't really care about the last possession. After that, and here's why. There was a BS phantom call that Sean Livingston fouled when he wasn't even going for the ball, and Steph Curry didn't even get the ball out of his hands in time, so it doesn't even matter. So as you're watching this, you played basketball in college, what exactly happened that there was such poor spacing and such a terrible possession for Golden State? Crucial time.
Rigged. That's what I think it was. I promise you, because it's never been a situation. I walked into the fourth quarter, first of all, a little surprised that the start of it was a sum of the game, and then the downfall of it went like south completely. But more than anything, it's just one of those situations where you're so confident sitting on the couch, like, oh, they're gonna get it. They're gonna shoot a 3, they got it.
They got
shoot a 3, win the game, no big deal.
It's over.
And then you watch this game and you're like, who are these guys? Like, who? And it's not even like a second string, third string, like,
right.
These are starters.
These are 3 stars. This is the best offensive team that 2 best offensive teams we've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you don't even have to play college basketball to even give an analysis on just how that turnout came about. It was just absolutely pathetic, and I don't want to believe it, but I have a strong feeling that there was some kind of bribery or something involved, because you don't play that pathetic at crunch time. You play that pathetic opening the first quarter, maybe even coming out of the second or going into the second half.
Let me stop you. So there were a few calls that I told you off air.
But the calls were pathetic.
There were a few calls off air where I was like, man, James Harden goes to the foul line over 10 times a game during the regular season, barely getting to the line. Houston got to the line 27 times last night. They were fine. But there were many others where I was thinking, man, they're getting hacked in the first half. When they're going to the paint, they're not getting anything, nothing. So that's what sort of stuck out to me.
You don't think they had to make it look somewhat realistic?
Well, first off, I've said this many times. Any team that goes up against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, no matter what, do not stand a chance in the first 2 rounds, because the ratings would just tank without LeBron James.
Fact.
Same with the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. It just so happens that they're playing each other. So here's my last point that I'm going to end on, then we got to go to the next story, that is. I am happy that the basketball gods have shined down upon thee, because we thought these were crappy ass series. And now to all the mainstream pundits out there, to everybody that said that Cleveland didn't stand a chance, Houston didn't stand a chance, shove it.
In my defense, I did say that the Rockets and the Warriors were gonna feel like the finals.
It hasn't felt like the finals,
but it's been a good freaking series.
Totally, but at least now we do have a series. Coming up, the Golden State Warriors continue to fail. PJ Tucker somehow had 16 rebounds. That and more when we return, I know.